Hello guys, welcome back. Now today I'm going to be talking about Dallas Stars and them officially hosting the 2020 Winter Classic. Now John Shannon just dropped a bomb saying that the NHL will announce the 2020 Winter Classic to be in Dallas tomorrow. So that begs the question, what will their opponents be, how will this Winter Classic work, and of course what will this Winter Classic be about? Now, as of before, John Shannon released a big tweet. Now, I'm going to say this whole thing so you guys get the context at least a little bit. Now, he says tomorrow, NHL will announce 2020 Winter Classic will be in Dallas. Not sure yet who the Stars' opponent will be. And of course, at JSportsNet on Twitter, John Shannon is one of the most credible reporters in hockey right now. I would say he's up there with Friedman and Darren Drager. He's definitely a very credible reporter, especially in this day in the NHL. And for when it comes to reliable reporters, Shannon is definitely up there. So when we get this word and we get this news, I'm really confident that this is a real thing. Now the thing was, before this whole tweet, I was preparing to make a video about the rumors of this whole thing happening. Now a Facebook page of the name of Dallas Stars hockey fans, they had 15K followers on Facebook. They reported this yesterday, so they got the news out first, and of course, this is what the video is going to be about a little bit. Of course, John Shannon has pretty much confirmed that there'll be a Winter Classic in Dallas, but a lot of the other information comes from the Dallas Stars hockey fans page. Now again, this was 14 hours ago, so this was a lot before John Shannon confirmed it on his Twitter. But before this, of course, this page had a lot to say about this Winter Classic and this potential Winter Classic, and that they had some sources telling them what was going to happen. Now, the first thing that they say is that the 2020 Winter Classic will be held at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas, featuring the Dallas Stars. Now, we already know from John Shannon's tweet that the Dallas Stars will be in this game, and that the game will be hosted in Dallas. So we get that whole part, but the Cotton Bowl thing is very cool and very surprising. Some people might have thought that maybe they would put it in a Globe Life Field where the Texas Rangers play. Some people might have thought they put it in AT&T Stadium where the Cowboys play. But a Cotton Bowl was something that was always out there as a potential place for a Winter Classic, but was never really considered, I would say, as the high-up stadiums to get one. But for a Cotton Bowl Winter Classic, I think it has a lot of potential, and I think it could probably work. Now, when it comes to the capacity of the Cotton Bowl, it is absolutely gargantuan. It holds 92,000 people, and it is one of the biggest stadiums that a Winter Classic could be held in. Of course, for comparison, the Notre Dame Stadium that the Blackhawks and the Bruins are playing in tomorrow for their Winter Classic, I think has around 70,000. So this would be a big jump for the NHL, and a Cotton Bowl Winter Classic game would be huge for the surrounding Dallas area. Now, they also go on to say that their sources told them that they would make the official announcement, or the NHL will make the official announcement on the earliest of today, which is December 31st. Now, that is true. If John Shannon is saying that, or is telling the truth, that means that the NHL will be announcing it tomorrow, so that is another correct thing on the Dallas Stars hockey fans' part. And with that page, a lot of it so far has been correct, and of course with John Shannon pretty much officially announcing it, I think we have to take really what they are saying as pretty much fact. Before John Shannon basically just announced this whole NHL Winter Classic coming to Dallas, this Dallas Stars hockey fans post was pretty much the only thing we had. And it was a pretty big rumor, but it was definitely far from 100%. So now with John Shannon announcing that the Dallas Stars will be hosting a 2020 Winter Classic, I think honestly the rest of what they say and the things that they have already said will be fact from the present and in the future. Now, the Dallas Stars hockey fans page also goes on to say that the New York Rangers and the Minnesota Wild are the two frontrunners for the Dallas Stars to play in this 2020 Winter Classic game. And that's pretty exciting. With the New York Rangers, the Stars don't have too much history for them, so it doesn't really make sense there. But the other team, the Minnesota Wild, is something and a matchup that I've been waiting to see forever in a Winter Classic. And if it's Minnesota Wild versus Dallas Stars, that could be one of the best Winter Classics of all time. I'm just going to push aside the New York Rangers for right now because I think they're one of I think honestly, while Dallas Stars hockey fans post says that they're number one and number two, I think the Minnesota Wild will be the team to face the Dallas Stars in this 2020 Winter Classic. I have no sources on that, but I think that's what's going to happen. And if that is the case, this will be an absolutely legendary Winter Classic. I mean, the Wild and the Dallas Stars, they're rivals technically, but they aren't gigantic rivals. But this Winter Classic could really bolster that rivalship. And of course, the Dallas Stars and Minnesota Wild Wild have some blood together. The Dallas Stars leaving the Minnesota and leaving from the Minnesota North Stars, become the Dallas Stars, and of course the Wild having to have that expansion team. So this Winter Classic could be honestly fantastic if it ends up being the Wild and the Stars. And I think this is a big opportunity for both teams to gain some relevancy in the NHL. With the Minnesota Wild and the Dallas Stars, they're in two kind of similar situations where they're both decent teams, but they can't really get over that hump, especially in the playoffs. And both teams are kind of more irrelevant teams when compared to other teams in the NHL and higher up teams in the NHL. But this Winter Classic, I think, could boost both franchises in popularity. And of course, when it comes to the Dallas Stars area, having a Winter Classic in the Cotton Bowl, I think would gain a lot of interest for casual hockey fans. And man, I could only imagine the jersey ideas that could come out of these two teams. With the Minnesota Wild and the Dallas Stars, they're both two teams that kind of do need a little more creativity, but especially in their alternate or potential third jerseys. And with the Dallas Stars and the Minnesota Wild, they both have a lot of potential to make some beautiful jerseys and to make some brilliant ideas. Especially with the Dallas Stars, who of course have history, they maybe could use the Minnesota North Stars as a jersey idea, throwback to really put salt in the wound in the Minnesota Wild. And the Minnesota Wild can maybe bring back the red jerseys. They can maybe come up with something new entirely, and that's what the Dallas Stars could do also. And that's something as to why I'm excited for this potential matchup, is that really it could be a beautiful one, but also an amazing game as well. And especially with the jerseys, I think there are so many possibilities with this potential Winter Classic. Now, the last thing that this Dallas Stars hockey fans page says is that the NHL reps were recently at the stadium checking power capabilities for cooling units, and a worker at Fair Park confirms. Now, Fair Park is basically the state fair of Texas, and that is a lot of juicy details because that confirms the NHL is pretty much dialing into the Cotton Bowl as a potential location for this Winter Classic. And of course, with John Channing pretty much blowing the bomb out and saying that Dallas will host this 2020 Winter Classic, I think the Cotton Bowl, and of course with these NHL reps scouting it out, I think the Cotton Bowl is the likeliest destination for this possible Winter Classic. And I think this is also very exciting news for the Dallas Stars as well. With them, they've never been in an outdoor game. They've never been in any of these type of events besides being in the of course, being the host of the 2018 NHL Draft. They were a host of the 2007 All-Star Game. But besides that, they haven't had too many events on their hands. But having a Winter Classic in 2020, I think would be huge for the franchise. It would be huge for the Minnesota Wild if they were to be in here. But for the Dallas Stars, hosting that and getting that fan interest for the Cotton Bowl, nonetheless, I think will be great for the franchise and will gain a lot of interest, especially heading into that year. And for the people that might be saying, oh, the weather is such a problem, it's so hot in Texas, when it's going to be, if this actually happens, it'll likely be on January 1st, of course, New Year's Day. That'll probably be the date that the NHL likes to put these on, and that'll probably be the day that the Dallas Stars play this. So, on January in Texas, yes, it is a little bit hotter than some other states, but it still isn't hot in Texas on January 1st. It still is pretty cold out there most of the time. Right now, it's pretty cold, I do think. But with the Dallas Stars in the Dallas area, yes, it is hotter than other states, but at this point, we have so great technology, especially with ice rinks and how we're able to create them, that I think when they went to California and they had those Winter Classic games in California, they were able to put the ice on another level on top of the field that they already had them on, and was able to create the ice there. And that's something that on the Cotton Bowl, I think they'll have to do. I don't think they're going to dig into the Cotton Bowl and make a whole rink out of it, but I think they'll be able to put it on another level and have it so they'll be able to make it work. Even if it might not be ideal, they'll make it work in Texas if the money's there. Of course, you guys know I live in the Dallas Stars area. I went to the 2018 NHL Draft, which was one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. So I'm going to try my hardest to get tickets for these, good tickets for these. I might vlog it. I might stream it while I'm there. We'll see what happens. This is in a year and a half, so we'll see what happens. But this, I think, could have a lot of potential. And of course, if it actually does end up happening, which it looks like it will, I will try my hardest to get there and have a good time. But man, I was pretty content with being able to go to the 2018 NHL Draft, but being able to possibly go to the 2020 Winter Classic is something that I will probably not have a lot of other opportunities to do in my lifetime, and it's something that I want to be able to do. So if it actually does end up happening, I'm going to be hyped for it, and when the tickets go on sale, you know I'm going to be there for it. But also, this timing is also especially weird because with the Dallas Stars and the whole Jim Lights, Tyler Seguin, and Jamie Benn situation, it kind of is a weird time to announce it, but I don't think they had much of another choice. But with this, it's weird timing, but hey, I'll take a Dallas Stars Winter Classic wherever I can get it. But to all the people that complain, oh, there's too much Chicago, there's too much New York Rangers, there's too much Boston Bruins, well, this is your opportunity to get hyped about a new team coming to the Winter Classic and a new team getting an NHL Winter Classic. If you guys have been complaining about the same teams over and over again, you better be on the boat of this happening. If you aren't on the boat and you constantly complain about Chicago being the same Winter Classics, you, my sir, are a hypocrite. Because with the Dallas Stars, they're a team that should have had a Winter Classic already. We've already seen teams in California like San Jose and LA get Winter Classics, so it's about time that Dallas gets one. And of course, for everybody complaining that there's not enough variety, it is now here. And with the Dallas Stars, that is something that I didn't even expect either. But of course, with this video, I want to hear your guys' thoughts down in the comments down below. So let me know, what do you think about the Dallas Stars hosting a potential 2020 Winter Classic? Are you on board, or do you think otherwise? But of course, if you guys want some more Grav videos, you can watch this video where I talk about the Jim Lights situation where he ripped Tyler Seguin and Jamie Benn. But that is going for you guys. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Again, comment down below your thoughts on this potential Dallas Stars 2020 Winter Classic, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Goodbye.